What that mats are. Actually, I had that typed in already. So who's in here so far? Just me and you? Yeah. Right now it's just showing me and you. When you gonna do your next live stream, Adsar? Cool. I know the live stream has a major um, lag in it. I turned some of the programs that I had running on here off, so that might help some. I'll be waiting for you to go live. Lag in it. I turned some of the programs that I had running on here off, so that might help some. I'll be waiting for you to go live. Lag in it. I turned some of the programs that I had running on here off. Yeah, that usually happens. Unfortunately. Let me know how much lag you see. Yeah, that usually happens. Unfortunately. Because unfortunately on my end I see a lot of lag, but it's hard to tell. The laptop that I have, unfortunately on my end I see a lot of lag, is it's hard running some low quality graphics through NVIDIA for some reason. But hey, $100 laptop, can't complain to so much. Laptop that I have, unfortunately on my end I see a lot of lag, is well, that's good. That's good. $100 laptop, can't complain to so much. That I have, unfortunately on my end I see a lot of lag, is I wonder what T-Man's up to. Well, that's good. That's good. $100 laptop. Can't complain so much. Yeah, I talked to Josh and found out what was going on with his laptop. Yeah, I talked to Josh and oh yeah, sorry about that. Found out what was going on with his laptop. Is that better? I had the volume up on the um, window in front of me. He said he was going to join. He might be here. He may already be in here. It's hard to tell. No, just me and you right now. He said he was going to join. He probably had something to do first. Window in front of him. He said he was going to join. Yeah, go ahead. Hey, you the monitor. He might be here. He said he was going to join. He probably had something to do first. I'm in your hands now, buddy. Yeah, go ahead. Right now, hey, you the monitor. I've got. It says I've got 31 viewers, so that's cool. I like that. I'm in your hands now, buddy. Picked up 2 since the other day. So that helped out a lot. Right now, I like that. Picked up 2 since the other day. They helped out a lot. Is the feedback any better as far as volume goes? Wonder what kind of twist you put on it. Wish there was a way that we can do a basically a double live, kind of like 2-way, and then not slow everything on. A little click back. Oh no. It had nothing to do with midgets, did it? Yeah, this is only a i3. Shitty graphics. I wish I can get this on my desktop instead of on the laptop. Desktop can handle it a lot better. I got AMD 6-core running on it. I wish I could get this on my desktop instead of the laptop. Desktop can handle it a lot better. The only plus side to the laptop is its touchscreen. I got AMD 6-core running on it. Yeah. Unfortunate. The only plus side to the laptop is its touchscreen. Yeah. Unfortunate. Am I talking too loud or not loud enough? I don't know how sensitive this mic is. Am I talking too loud or not loud enough? I don't know how sensitive this mic is. Well, you running 5.1? Well, you running 5.1? It always helps to have 5.1. Let me know if you've ever seen this. Hey, Josh. Let me know if you've ever seen this. That's hard to see. See if I can get the camera to focus on it. That's hard to see. See if I can get the camera to focus on it. Oh, nice. Unfortunately, my computer doesn't have the video inputs for that. Um, this, you can plug your headphones into it and listen to it Bluetooth. You just pair it up with your phone or MP3 player, MP4 player, anything that's got Bluetooth on it. And it says it's got a runtime of about 4 hours. And listen to it Bluetooth. But that's with a battery that's probably 150 milliamps. Really small battery. What I plan on doing is doing something a little bit different with it. I got a battery like this, which goes into a handy cam. I've got here somewhere. Oh, here it is. I got a battery like this. handy cam. But unfortunately, the voltage on this is the same as the voltage on the battery in this, but the positive and negative terminals on the battery is in different places than the camera. They switch sides, kind of like a car battery. You can buy, a car battery with the post on the right, positive post on the right or on the left. Unfortunately, this one is swapped, so I can't use this battery on that camera. It won't work. So what I was thinking about doing was opening this up, taking the Bluetooth part out of this, and disconnecting the battery, and then making a case for this battery and putting the internals of this with that. I'll get more than 4 hours. Because if this will last 4 hours or up to 4 hours on 150 milliamp, then I should get, on a 900 milliamp, I should get at least 12, 16 hours out of it easily. It's a 3.8 volt, lithium ion battery. It's pretty much the same thing this right here runs on. So 3.7, 3.8 volt at about 150 milliamps. Should get a lot better playtime out of it. Lithium ion battery. Pretty much the same thing this right here. I got this at Walmart for $3. The battery I bought at Kmart, I give about $12 for it after tax. No, it's Bluetooth. Plug your earbuds into it. This, it's a sports action cam. I bought it on eBay. I think I give $48 for it. Yeah, it's kind of like a GoPro, but it don't have all the features a GoPro has on it. Nowhere near it. And GoPro is what, like $300 for the cheap one. I can get the Session 5 that does 1080. I think it's like $2.99 at Walmart, which I get 10% off on it, so it's about $30 is what I'll get off of it. But what can I do? I'm doing what I can with what I got. Which I get 10% off on it, so it's about $30 off. I'm doing what I can with what I got. Yeah, this camera has the 3.8 volt, 900 milliamp battery. Yeah, it's always hard to spend that kind of money on something that is very small. That's the reason why I didn't buy the camera. One reason why. The other one is money, expensive, and you know you're constantly either having to put another battery in it or you know trying to be extremely careful with it not to break it because them things ain't cheap. Now this one, you know, price comparison, somebody would throw this one, you know, before they would a GoPro. Um, Luckily, this one has HDMI out, and this one holds a 64 gig micro SD card. So most of the ones I've seen on there couldn't handle nothing more than a 32. I've got a 32 in it now, even though it can hold a bigger one, but yeah. This one holds a 64 gig micro SD card. Most of the ones I've seen on there couldn't handle nothing more than I've got a 32 in it now. Yeah, vacations are fun, or can be. They can be a pain too, and expensive. But I guess it all depends on where you're going. Yeah, I think he said something, mentioned something about it in one of his last videos. Yeah, I think he said something, mentioned something about it in his last video. What are you doing, Josh? What are you doing, Josh? Um, 4 hours on this is playtime. Straight music. Camcorder, I get about 72 minutes is what I get on this. Um, I don't have any. I don't have any standby time with the unit much. It goes into auto sleep after about a minute or so. Which on that camcorder I can set it, you know, 1, 2, 5 minutes before it shuts off. It'll record its butt off, but like I said, you know, it's not a GoPro. Wished, but GoPros are too expensive for, you know, what I do. Me, I'd rather sink that money into, you know, things that I can get a lot more return on, like, you know, bills or house or parts for the truck that I got, parts for the go-karts, something like that. Yeah, they do. I'm surprised that they hadn't released that in the GoPro 3 um, when it come out with the 1080. Yeah, they do. I'm surprised that they hadn't released that in the GoPro 3 You gonna get you a midget? See, if you get the GoPro, then you can record the midget. So that's a double bonus. See, if you get the GoPro, I think Josh dipped out on us again. So that's a double bonus. Yeah, true. I think Josh dipped out on us. Go out and make the memories. Go out and make the memories. I wonder what everybody else did. You all right, Josh? You all right, Josh? No. Don't need to make no trips like that. No. Don't need to make no trips like that. That's my play toy. Sharp. Kind of. Needs to be sharpened. Just a little bit more. It's it's a real nice knife. Thank you. Needs to be sharpened. Just a little bit more. It's a real nice knife. Thank you. Oh, me and my brother flipped the go-kart over so I can work on the upper half. So it ain't gonna be too much longer. I need to take some video of it. Oh, me and my brother yeah. Took the go-kart over so I can work on the upper half. So they give me too much longer. You can use that one to catch a couple of rattlesnakes with too. So you fatten the snake up by feeding it frogs, and then you can eat the snake. Oh, that's our. I've hunted for your address. That's funny. He does, but sometimes I have to convince him, if you know what I mean. He'll help me out sometimes when it helps him out, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I need you to text me your address because I can't find it anywhere. He'll help me out sometimes when it helps him out, if you know what I mean. Right now, he's got my yeah, I need you to text me your address. KC110, the dirt bike that I had a couple of videos on. Okay. Just send it to me by text. That way I have it on my phone. Email. I need to check. I'll look. I'll have to check again, but I can't remember. It's been a while. But yeah, he's got my KC110, and he's been riding the devil out of it. And he's done a couple of fixes on it while I'm here, and my bike's out where he is. He's done some work on the seat and got it to where it's not moving all over the place because I don't have the right seat on it. But he was telling me Saturday that it needs a couple of new wheels, tires on them. The ones that's on there is dry rotted. He was telling me Saturday that they're about, I think about $40, between $35 and $40 a tire on eBay. You remember the video where I was riding a go-kart up to the church, or up to the top of my road? There's a guy that lives across the road from that. He had a lawnmower. It's a Craftsman lawnmower that has the vented primer bubble on it. That's leaking. I got to replace that. And he had a 25cc Craftsman weed eater that has the attachments. One of them's like a bush cutter, and the other one is like a miniature tiller. It's 4 tines, 4 digging tines on it, and it's got the little shield. Hooks right into the end of the weed eater. He had it sitting up there yesterday with a little tag hanging off the telephone pole, said free. So I ran and grabbed it and my girlfriend was with me. I was driving her car. I couldn't put the lawnmower in the back end of the car with the weed eater and the other attachments. There wasn't enough room, so I just rolled it down the bottom hill and got her to drive the car. Got it all home. Weed eater, it runs. It needs a carburetor cleaned on it, but it ain't no biggie. I'm gonna take video on it, show you what it looks like. It's a 6.5 horsepower with self-propel option. Pull a little trigger on the handle, and I think it's called Easy Walk. Pretty cool. So how's your hearing? I might. I've got 2 push mowers that are working well. I got 1 push mower that's working, 1 ride mower that's working, 2 Craftsman weed eaters, which is kind of weird. I've got an identical weed eater, same company, same type of disconnect on it, so I can have weed eater on one and bush end on the other. Yeah, I noticed that on my end. I think it's part of the peak time too. Everybody, all the kids are at home, getting on the internet. Everybody's streaming Netflix or, you know, Hulu, or watching YouTube videos. All the kids are at home, getting on the internet. Everybody's streaming Netflix or, Hulu, or watching YouTube videos. Let's see if this helps any. I'm gonna try something on my end. There we go. Yeah, I keep getting message for drop frames. It's this laptop, man. I need to buy a camera and put it on my desktop. Having the same problems T-Man's having in a way. But it says my bit rate is running about 716 to 689. So still got some drop frames. It's running about 31 frames per second. It's already set up as prioritized. Let's see. Should be anyway. And CPU's only running like 26% to 32%. It's this, I think it's the camera. Yeah, Verizon's really not the best. Not on their DSL. I mean, they're trying to run broadband over phone lines, so yeah, I'm stuck in a backwards company that thinks more about the dollar bill than they do their customers. Um, I don't have I don't have cable internet. If I did, the cable company would probably shit. And I'm running wired, so you know, and the closet over there, that's where I got my network set up in it. The yeah, the picture that's on my Facebook at the top, the background drop, that's what's in there. Yeah, I'm straight wired. I'm not running Wi-Fi. Of course, my Wi-Fi is right in there with the rest of it. And when I was on Wi-Fi earlier today, um, well, when T-Man was live, I took a laptop in the living room and I still had 4 bars, 4 out of 4. So I mean, it's not my signal, but I think it's just a damn phone company. Them and their, you know, trying to make their pockets fatter. If you wonder what I'm doing, I keep grabbing the mouse for the computer uh, that's set up over there. I think Josh jumped out. Yeah, well, with this laptop, it wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, Josh is gone. It's showing only 2 people, so me and you are the only ones in here. Oh, yeah. Green camo matches the Mountain Dew can. Yeah, I think XSplit is a heavy software. Um, I mean, it's got a ton of options. Um, yeah, yeah, I had to get one. I am a bit of a fidgety person. It drives me crazy. You gonna in your live stream, you gonna have your fidget spinner at hand? That way you can show it off. I actually like the way you did that. That was pretty cool. Now just the only programs I have running is XSplit and Google, you know, with the pop-out chat. Other than that, everything else is off. Oh, that sucks. The only good thing is you get to make more. Yeah. Chrome is the only one I use. I don't use Window Explorer. I don't use Opera, um, Firefox. I don't use any of them. Probably need to, but more used to Chrome. Would you grab? Oh, okay. You you gonna work on the old laptop? Pull the hard drive out? Yeah. Well, I think Chrome has a safe mode, but it's under developer options, um, which on this laptop I don't have any extensions, so it's running pretty much bare bone. Which I don't like the extensions that are on Google anyway. The laptop is it's fairly new, um, maybe 2 years old at most. Yeah, it is. I mean, oh, okay. Um, Google is a bit heavy. It does have a lot better features than Internet Explorer ever will. I don't care how many times Microsoft updates their browser. Their it's garbage. So March 7th, 2010. That's not too old. I mean, it's 7 years, but eh. Hell, I've got a desktop computer that is a whole lot older than that. I think that it's a Tandy computer. Yeah, I have heard of that browser. Um, but it's I don't know. I haven't really tried it. Um, I think that one has what they call ghost browsing built in. That's the reason why it changes your IP address. I was thinking about writing my own browser, writing code for it. It's a pain in the ass, but it takes a while. See, the only thing I don't like about this laptop, the screen goes dark, and I've been meaning to change that. Um, Screensaver. And it's set to none. Power. Here we go. Here we go. That shouldn't change anything. Hey, you got to do what you got to do. Yeah, it's the only thing I hate about people that steal other people's projects. They they don't know how to present it. They never will, because when you have your project, you have a way that you want to present it, and you know they only have an idea, and 99.9% of the time, people who have an idea of how to present it never present it correctly. They always do some half-assed job. They leave out key information that's needed in order for it to get a good review. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, I know. I don't never send out uh, little updates letting people know. I'm kind of bad for that. The only person I could let know was Atsar, which he's my moderator. I had to let him know. I want him in here. T-Man's my other moderator, but I don't have a way of getting a hold to him except for on Facebook, and I never know when he's on. I also watch your videos on your wing for your go-kart. That turned out great. I like the way it turned out. I can't wait to see the go-kart finished. I want to see it. I want to see you driving it around. Now, what motor did you go with for your go-kart? This Predator 6.5 or the was it Greyhound, which is a blue engine? What secret you trying to get? Now I don't want to hack up your name. Was it Nevis or Nevis? I've never been real good with names. Yeah, he's got a lot of views. He's he's uh he's got a good thing going, especially with his channels, all of them. Is it still buffering real bad? That's always a good thing. I when T-Man was talking about the algorithm for getting your videos recommended in the recommended list, he was spot on with it. I try and push everybody's channel out there. I put it on, that's the reason why I do in my videos. I try and do some shout outs to get people's channels to grow. I know I don't have that many people following me, which is fine. But the ones that follow me or is in my little quote unquote group subs may not be some of the subs that's in on your channel. That's the reason why I'll push out your channel and it helps. Yeah. Well, that first video that I put out on removing the governor on the 420, that thing has got a lot of views. I mean, it's been out, I guess, for 8 months now. I mean, I put it out September 11th, weird date, 2016, so nine months. And so far total, just on that one, yeah, me too on that part. Um, yeah, if you want. I mean, I've never been too much with Vista. When they turned that program loose, people were jumping on it because it was the new thing. Um, it when it the manufacturers started turning their computers loose, they always put the bare minimum for a computer to run according to the operating system. That operating system is, from what I've seen and some of the comments that I've heard, is extremely bloated because it loads drivers that you don't even have equipment for. So out of a 1 gig system, which is I think the bare minimum for that operating system, you're losing almost 3/4 of it just for the operating system. So you're running on like 256 megs free out of 1 gig. Um, so it's kind of a heavy operating system. But if you got the disc, that's cool. Yeah, I can send you my address if you want to send it. Just remember the code. Uh, Without that code, you know, I can pull the code off the disc, but it's a lot easier just having the code with it. The 420 governor removal video has, now this is at current, 1,768 views, and like I said, it's like 9 months, so it's not too awful bad. So I mean, it's pretty good. Yeah, I like. Yeah, shout outs are awesome. That's the reason why I try and do as much as I can. Oh, really? Yeah. And see, that's the only thing that kills me, is because when I try and do, a shout out, uh, hey T Man Mutter, Tyler, uh, the people who have their stuff hidden, their name doesn't even show up in the list. And I'd like to shout out, give them a shout out too, but it's kind of hard to when it doesn't show up. They got if all their stuff is hidden, their name is hidden. So what you got going on, Tyler? Steve in here too? Who all we got in here? See, this is what I like seeing. Uh, People who come in. It's not just seeing them come in, but they go in and they subscribe to some of the people that's in there. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Cool. Pretty much not a whole lot going on here. I was telling Adsar that my brother helped me flip my go-kart over, and I haven't really had a chance much to do any work to it. Now tomorrow's going to be, and by the way, before I even get carried away with anything else, happy 4th of July to all of you. I want everybody to have fun in their own way. That's all. And yeah, I got Mountain Dew in this, not the hillside Mountain Dew, but the real Mountain Dew. Before y'all go wondering what's in my cup, I don't have coffee, so I don't drink it that much. Yeah. Yeah, I bet you probably will be. You need it. Tyler, what are you working on? What kind of project you got going? No, not yet. Just this. Yeah. Crown Royal Maple. Has that got a good flavor to it? I haven't drank too much Crown Royal. Just just a little bit. You looking for the diesel? Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, I might have to get some and try it. I used to do that in school. Pour it in a Mountain Dew bottle, take it to school, pull out, drink a little bit of it, put it back in my book bag. Of course, back in it was Jack Daniels, Jim Beam. At least until I almost got busted with it. Did you have too many, rev it up a little too high? You blow the valves out of it, or did you blow the rings out? Oh, uh, I will be putting a video out um, probably later on this month. The 420 that I took the governor out of, uh, I'm going to be doing the crank swap on it. I just got to get my lazy butt down to the parts store and pick up a torque wrench. Now, how would you know what that tasted like? Oh, wow. Did you throw a rod through the side of it? Or did Baron seize up and tear everything apart? Uh-uh. My banned word is empty. You sure that's where it's coming from? Could be coming from somewhere else. No. It might be, but my entire banned word list is empty. I have nothing in there. I mean, ooh, that's not good. Did you get a little fuel heavy on the throttle? So my uh, go-kart and the video where I'm riding it up the road, that one doesn't have a governor in it at all. I took a governor arm and the governor gear completely out of it. Um, that I've heard and watched a few videos where people have done a governor delete instead of a governor removal. And I've heard of people, like, if they go in and don't take the governor arm on the inside out, it will smack the crankshaft. And I have seen a couple of engines where the crankshaft hits it and knocks it completely up through the top of the block. Yeah, he definitely opened it up. From the 90s. Could have had a bad bearing in it. My grandfather had a Briggs and Stratton side shaft engine. It was a 3.5 horsepower. That one, we got it running, but after 10 or 15 minutes, it just seized up. We checked the oil in. The oil was fine. It's a brand new engine on the inside, but the bearing just wasn't no count. No, they're not. They're not really meant to run at high revs for a long period of time. Short bursts, but nothing more than 2 or 3 minutes. Unfortunately, the block, the aluminum that they use, is strong material in a way, but it's not as strong as a cast iron block or cast aluminum, like you see in some of the newer engines and the newer cars and trucks. But even those, after a while, the material's a lot thicker than what you see in a car. These engines, they're 5 pounds of aluminum, so they don't hold up as much. Yeah. From what I've seen, with that list that you have on our ADSAR, you can easily drop $400 or $500 just in parts, because I think the adjustable flywheel is almost $300. Motor's in good shape. You can see it on my YouTube. Yeah, I seen that. That is a nice frame. If you also put in a long duration cam, a Mod 2 cam, and if you change the push rods, there's two more things that are important too. I mean, you can run it with a stock cam, but you get more fuel air mixture into the cylinder with the Mod 2 cam than you can with the stock cam, because the timing on that stock cam, you got a short duration, a sharper point on the cam itself, so that valve just real quick, so it's only able to take in so much. But with that longer duration cam, it stays open longer, get a little bit more bang in the cylinder. Yeah. I've also heard that if you take the coil pack where the bolts go in to tighten it down on the block, if you take those and have somebody with a milling machine, you can adjust your firing timing that way as well, without having to offset the flywheel. You just got to know exactly when that magnet comes across, how long it is before the electrical charge passes through and actually hits the spark plug. That gives you an idea of where you can, if you slide it 1 or 2 degrees to the left or 1 or 2 degrees to the right, will give you an idea of where you need to set it at. Make it sound like an ATV. There might be a way to do that. Tyler, have you tried using uh, different size pipe, exhaust pipe? Yeah, that would work. You have to do a little modification, but yeah, it would. And so, you still got your milling machine or drill press? Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay. Yeah, you're true. That's the truth right there. Um, a lot of the information that I've turned loose on YouTube, yeah, some of it I did get from other YouTubers. That's not it. Uh, Watching some of T-Man's videos and a few other ones is where I got most of my information from. Some of the older YouTube builders. Um, a lot of times you'll find some information with this person, some information from this person, some information from this person. What I try and do is, instead of having to go to 3 or 4 different YouTube channels to try and find all the information to push it out, I try and condense it all, get it all into one, and then put it out there. Also look for different ways of taking the information that they have, applying it to what I'm doing, and then see if there's a little bit more of a twist to it. Kind of like with the governor removal, the easiest way for the governor gear. I've watched one of the forbidden channels, Cars and Cameras, which I watched them do the governor removal on the 212, but I never really seen anybody do the governor removal on the 420 without cutting the plastic gear and then spending 20 minutes trying to get that little small ring lock out. To me, I try and find the easiest way to do it to make it easier for everybody else. Tyler, if you wanted to try and do the 420 governor removal or the was it the 340 and 390 Honda engine, all of those are the same internally. You pop the side cover off, and your governor gear is right there. Here's my email. Where you at? Okay, I'm gonna copy that. Um, I try and got it. Thank you. I try, like I said, I was trying to find an easier way without having to sit there and take a pair of side dikes to it and cut it. Now, I did see where Redbeard done his, and from his video, it looked like it took him at least 10 or 15 minutes to, pop that governor gear out. He had to take the little nipple piece off and then get down in there and try and take a screwdriver and pry that thing loose. That video where I, showed everybody take a screwdriver, slide under the end of it, and pop it up, it pops off real easy. I imagine the 212, if you take a what some carpenters call a cat claw, it's a nail puller. It's about 10, 11 inches. On the end of it is it's almost a 90-degree bend with a set of claws on it. If you're able to get that up under the gear, you should be able to pop that governor right out in just a matter of seconds as well. It's just a matter of getting it up under there. Well, yeah, small engines I've never been real keen on. I've been a little fidgety with them, but to be honest with you, they operate no different. If you got the basic mechanical skills, which I know you do, I mean, I've seen some of your work, you can apply the same, I don't know if you call it technology, but the same way and just compress it. It's basically what your small engine is. It's just a smaller version of the big one. They have a few other things that a bigger engine doesn't have mechanically. Some of your bigger engines, they have things like rev limiters, but that is done electronically versus your small engine having a governor. It's kind of the mechanical version of a rev limiter. Instead of it being electronic, it's, well, mechanical. Okay, you have my email address, Tyler? It should be in my description. If not, it's not my it's not my Wi-Fi. I'm directly plugged into it, into my network. If I was running Wi-Fi, I would be pretty much the same way. It's this laptop. It's got a piss poor graphics card. Yeah, it's not on y'all's end. It's on my end. I got a piss poor internet provider. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. I got everything turned off that I could turn off on the laptop, but the program that I'm using is not really not really good for the laptop. It's too heavy. I would turn Chrome off, but yeah, yeah, that's it. Anybody wants to send any information to me, um, that's my email address. Copy it, save it. Um, if you send me a uh, just to say hi or a picture or anything like that, it gives me a chance to get your email address, and I can let more people know about the live streams when I'm going to have them. That way I can, you know, get a chance to talk to y'all. Be nice if everybody did live chats on their channel. That way, you know, we can kind of get an idea and see who we're talking to. Um, kind of put a face to the name. Kind of helps out a lot, especially with me. I'm not that good with names, so I'm gonna check my email real quick. The laptop's running cool. The temperature on it is about 91 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's not running hot at all. All right, I don't see any new emails yet. So no. Now I've seen your live stream, so I know who you are. I know who my bro is, which I consider a lot of people out there close friends, especially ones that help me out. Ansar. No, it's running. It's running cool too. Um, it's got to be the laptop. I mean, it's only running. CPU is running. Um, it's got like a 27% load. Running it. It fluctuates between 1 gigahertz to 1.7 gigahertz. So about 28 to 32%. And it's got 8 gigs of RAM, so go figure. My GPU is running hard. My upload speed is really slow, 768 kilobits. I've got a KC110. It's it's kind of the equivalent of the Honda 50. It's what it's supposed to be modeled after, but it's a Chinese dirt bike. I don't ride it that much. The helmet back there is for my go-kart that I'm working on. The kilowatt. Let's see. That's my upload, and this is my download. And the sad part is they said I can't get no faster. So, and I don't live that far from the telco. It's about a mile up the road from here. $650 or $700. Well, right now the bit rate is running just over 700. I'm running 426 by 240 at 30 frames per second. Yeah. Yeah, I restarted. Matter of fact, I restarted it just before I started the live stream. That's the reason why when I sent you the text message, that I was going to start it in about 10 minutes, I had restarted it long before that. Sorry guys. It's wheel bearings. I was wrapping it back up. I'll be right back. Now, what I have here is a charging coil. Let's get out of the bag. Now, I got this off of eBay. It cost me about $8. But I'm going to use this for an example. On your mill, Atsar, see the mountain holes? If you take a screwdriver or anything, yeah, I did. Your pickup on your small engine, the electrical pickup, if you do a couple of marks on it where your hole is on this, or on your pickup for the small engine, yeah, you do a pre-mark on it and drill, to this side of the hole on both of them. Put it back on there, see where it's firing at, and if it's firing too early, slide it to the other side and try it again. See if you can advance the spark on the engine. That'll keep you from having to buy a more expensive adjustable flywheel. Yeah, it's the area that I'm in is No, just the kilowatt. That's for the 420 that I've got. I think I think the charging coil. Yeah, they can be with the with your milling machine. If you drill, you know, pre-mark the hole, you know, where it's at currently. Um, put a mark on each side. You should be able to drill through the metal plating all the way down to the other side on each side, um, and then mark. Put it back on there, crank the engine, and very carefully with your side cover off, move the pickup in one direction or the other. You should be able to advance or retard the timing on the engine. You just got to make sure that it doesn't slide down and hit the magnet while it's running. Or you can adjust it a little bit and put your card in between the magnet and the pickup coil. Now everybody, especially Redbeard, he kills me with this. He can't ever seem to remember the spacing between the pickup coil and the magnet. And it's an easy number to remember. It's 20 thousandths. It's the thickness of a business card, or if you got a pack of cigarettes laying around, just cut the front cover off or tear it off, however you can get it off, and slide it between the pickup coil and your magnet on your flywheel and tighten it down. Perfect gauge. The cardboard on your cigarette pack, or if you even have a you got a business card or a pack of cigarettes laying around, you always got something that's going to be about 20 thousandths of an inch. Yeah. Yeah, I wished he was in here. I guess he's still working on his computer. I'm curious, if you get a chance to do that with a pickup off of a Predator engine, and mark where the end of the current hole, and then be able to find out where the spark is being picked up at. If it's picking it up midway, or if it's picking it up as it's going past the last arm on the pickup. You should be able to adjust your timing accordingly, where it fires just a few milliseconds later versus where it's firing at when it hits top dead. Yeah. And assembly always takes forever, especially when you're doing it by yourself. All right. We'll see you in about 22 minutes. All right, everybody set your timer. We'll see how long it takes them. It's 9:21 here. It's probably what, 7:21 where you are, SR? Yeah. unfortunately, you know, for somebody like me, I don't have a degree wheel. Um, I could probably get one, but being able to slot that piece. Now, I know you probably won't be able to slot it, but so much because you will get too close to the actual coil pack itself. Um, True. Yeah, I think you got what most of them have roughly about a half an inch um, between the stud and the coil pack, or between that and the pickup coil. Yeah, I'm looking for a picture. I know it didn't show up on the. I wasn't able to show up on the last live stream. I don't know if I might be able to get it to show up on this one. That's the other one I got. I think I sent you a picture of it, Ansar. That's the kilowatt. That's the other one I'm gonna be working on. It's gonna take me a while before I get a chance to work on it. That one needs sprocket, axle, bearings, uh, the cassettes to hold the bearings, and the brake rotor. Yeah, a neodymium magnet definitely will work a whole lot better. But how are you going? I'm wondering how you would do the mounting of the magnet. I know the square block, but they have to have a little bit of a curve to them to try and follow the curvature of the flywheel, especially at high RPMs. I wonder if the magnet would hold up to the centrifugal force or if it would just fly apart. It's shorter if you tie your hands behind your back. You know, that kind of gives me an idea, Atsar. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, it gives me a couple ideas. That would be one of them that I would use. Another one would be taking the magnet and putting it under um, a plate, a small thin metal plate. Yeah, yeah. They run reed switch. Wonder what kind. It'd probably blow the coil pack apart. You think? With as much charge it would be running through that. How much voltage you think would be, you know, pushed through it at that RPM? Let's just say 4,500 RPMs, or even 4,600 RPMs. Hmm. You know, I've got a couple of 5.5s Honda engines. Um, I might be able to try that on. So I think one of them is might be able to try that. Hmm. That's interesting. Yeah, I know the pickup only transfers the current. There's a couple of videos on YouTube. Uh, I think it's under the perpetual energy. Uh, where they used a reed switch, but it wound up catching fire. They were using a neodymium magnet to open and close the switch. After about 5 or 10 minutes, it just caught that reed switch on fire. Which he used, the guy in the video, he used a standard reed switch. It was enclosed in a vacuum capsule, which looked like it was probably a lighter duty, um, a light duty unit, and what you probably made was a whole lot stronger than what he made, which probably would be a whole lot better than what he had. Because I've seen some of the work you do, and it's a lot better than some of the manufactured work that I've seen out there, especially coming out of China. Sorry, stupid window popped up. Hey, send me a picture of one of those reeds. That's our. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen a couple of those tore down. They are pretty interesting on the inside. Simple, but interesting. Hmm. Inverter welders. Um, Currently I'm kind of in between projects. I've got quite a few of them going. Um, the 420 I'm working on. I'm working on the kilowatt, and I'm still working on the uh, Motovox. Yeah, yeah. I want to see the reed switch. Okay, that's perfect. Still working on the Motovox. I've got to take it down to car wash so I can pressure wash it, clean it off. I went down in the bottom down below the house. Got it super muddy and broke a chain while I was down there. Had to push it back. Well, that was fast. Let's see. Let's see how long. Well, can't really scroll up on this one. Oh yeah, I can. It's about 15 minutes. Not bad. Just picking Josh. I was figuring 22. You got me. Uh, what project you want me to start putting out a little more on video wise? Because I've got a couple of long videos, and I do mean long videos on me taking a 212 apart and fighting to get the governor out of it, which was a pain in the ass, to be honest with you. Uh, that was about a month or two after I pulled the governor gear out of the 420. No, I take it back. It was 3 months before I pulled the governor arm out of the 420, not the gear. The gear was a few months ago, about 3 months ago. So, Have you watched the governor gear removal? Okay. Send it in text message. I get it a lot quicker there than I do on my email. Something screwy going on with my Gmail account. I don't know what. Um, it's been acting up here lately. I could be sitting there looking at it, and it signs me out automatically, and it signs me right back into it. I don't even have to touch anything. It just does it on its own sometimes. I'm thinking something going on with Verizon. They're doing a lot of fiber optic work here in town. That might be another reason why I'm getting some really crappy uh, internet speeds too. Yeah, I bet so. It'd be almost like driving a car and just jumping out of it at, let's say, 20 miles an hour. Kind of hard to keep up with it. You ought to do a video on that, Adsar. Put a couple of magnets on a block of wood and put that in the end of the drill, and then run it next to that reed, and show me a quick video on what it looks like when it's running about that RPM. Oh, I got some other information for you too. Hold on, let me go get it. Ugh. Sorry. Uh, Now, everybody's got an idea of what this is. Well, it's kind of used, but this is what I'm using to strip the paint on the uh, Murray kilowatt in one of my other videos. Now, I bought this one at Harbor Freight. I think it was like $4. Uh, it's got it's kind of like plastic bristle. Uh, it's made for stripping paint and rust. It's the coarse wheel if you're looking for it. On the back of it, you notice it's got a nut on it, and it's left-hand thread, not right-hand thread. Yeah, they can. Matter of fact, I think in that video, like I said, his caught fire. and burnt the side of his unit up. But well, like I said, I got this one Harbor Freight. I paid like $4 for it. Now this is the exact same thing. It's 3M. You know, this has 2 on it, 2 pads. Now the reason why I'm showing you this, it's pretty interesting. It's made by 3M. You can buy them double padded like this, or you can buy them separate, you know, where it's just 1 pad on it. Walmart sells both versions of this over in their paint section. They also have them over in the automotive section where they have like the body filler, sandpaper and stuff. Yeah, it is. But to be honest with you, it's the exact same material. It's the same pad and everything that's on this. It's on the Harbor Freight one. But here's the funny part. If I was to go buy this at Walmart, is like $8 and something where I live at. It's almost $9 for one. A double pad. Their single pad is about $5. It's $4.98, something like that, at my store that I work at here in town. The reason why I'm showing you this is there's a hack to it. Now, the Harbor Freight, like I showed you, has a nut on the back of it. Simply, you know, take your nut off, and the back plate has 2 ears to hold the pad in place, just like the front. And when you turn your drill on, it doesn't sit there and spin inside of the material. Now, what I found to save money, something we all don't have a whole lot of, I took my Dremel tool, and if you notice on the back of this one, might not focus that well, but you don't see any threads on it. It's because they got it pressed in all the way around it. It's got a groove that runs up and down. Yeah, it does. What I did, like I said, I took my Dremel and I ground this piece right here off. I ground it all the way around. Yeah, I have. But this right here works pretty good. If you grind that piece off, take a screwdriver, stick it under there, and you can pop this piece off. Well, what does that do? Plenty. Because now you can take these black pads off and screw it right in with this. So instead of having one, now you wind up with 2. But you know, because if you buy the single one from Walmart, like I said, it's like $5. If you buy this, it's about $9. So you know, you'll save a few dollars there. Now, if you have a if you have a Ollie's store, it's just a discount store. They sell it, pretty much sell everybody's overstock. Is what they do. They go in, buy it big bulk, send it out to the store, and you know, get it at a pretty good markdown price. Now, like I said, this one would cost you about $9, maybe $9.50, just for one double disc. I went down to Ollie's and I give just over $4 for it. So that in itself will save you a little bit of money, and you can get a lot more done if you take one of these off and use them individually than running it double. So you can get twice the length of time out of the thing. Nice. Where do you get yours from? Yeah, I bet. I tried to go a couple of days ago, and with Ollie's, they have a tendency of once it's gone, it's gone. They ran out, so they only have a limited supply of them until they're able to buy some more from a store that has more overstock. Um, breaking them down into individual uh, pieces and putting them on this, you can get twice the distance out of a double than you can any single, by itself. Buy the double, break it down, then you got a single, and then when that one runs out, you got another single you can burn up until you can get another one. But as far as a set of 10, that is a great price. Now, if I can find somebody who has just the pad part, that would be awesome, because I go by Harbor Freight, or I can go to Lowe's and pick up a bolt and put a nut on it, and shit, if I can get the refills cheaper, that's more cost efficient than anything. Now, when you pick yours up in a bulk quantity like that, um, how are you able to get them 10 for 14? I mean, what store are you going to get them at? Flat disc. Search for flat disc. Now, I can get the flat disc down here at Harbor Freight, and I can also get them at Walmart and probably 4 or 5 other places. Kmart has them. The biggest ones that I've seen is in the flat disc is for the angle grinder. I haven't seen too many of them for the drill. Huh. 61,178 item number. 10 piece for $8.99. Nice. Angel grinder. Oh, okay. You get, is it the whole unit like this? You know, of course, looking like this, but you get that, or do you get just the black part? See, with that many of them, if I was able to get that for that price, I'd be able to sand down a lot of go-karts with that. 4.5 inch metal grinder. Oh, nice. I have to keep that in mind. Thank you. I got that bookmarked. Yeah. Oh, I've got an angle grinder. Um, it's an El Cheapo Walmart. I think it was $20. What I get for it. It's Works. I think is the name of it. Name brand. Whatever Walmart carries now. They used to have they had a company. It was called Handyworks. This is my old Dremel. I give like $20 for it. Yeah. Yeah, because that could save me quite a few dollars. You know, like I said before, I try and find all the information I can and squeeze it all into, try and get it all into one video instead of, you know, telling people, hey, go search this, hey, go search that. Yeah. I thought the same thing when I seen the name brand. I was like, oh, that's just wrong. Handyworks just great. Yeah. I was thinking the same thing when they first started bringing them in. They had a different name brand, and that company they sold out to this company, Handyworks, and now Handyworks is out of business, or Walmart don't deal with them anymore. Now they deal with the other one, which they may have just changed the name. It's hard to say with them. They do so much stupid stuff nowadays, which you know that's are. You know how stupid they can be. Yeah, I think we're both in that same boat. Since day one. You believe it's roughly 51 years since Walmart opened? And of course, then it was just a renaming. Went from Five and Dime to Walmart. Oh yeah, and F5 ain't got nothing on how much he's spending. I'm surprised all the graves in that area ain't in the air right now with as much tossing and turning he's done. Well, I'm gonna kill this live stream and probably do another one later this week or this weekend. Uh, you know, send me, uh, shoot me an email. That way I have your name and stuff. That way I can send you out a invitation. You know, let you know, hey, I'm getting ready to go live or something. Or if I got a question, I can shoot to you. That's all right. I know you got my email address. Um, I'll see y'all on the next round. So, y'all have a good night. Be safe on the 4th. And have